My name is Abuko Mwanago. I am from Roboland. My dad is from a village called Eku in Delta State. My mom is from Ugemi. I went to school in Nigeria. Primary school, I was in Lagos. I went to secondary school in Nigeria, Federal Government College, one class of 89. I went to University of Ibadan. I graduated 96, 97 class. Highest ranking graduate in the Department of Political Science. I left the country just immediately after my NYSC, but somehow, many years later, having gone through the corporate world in America, currently I'm a clinical psychologist. What was amazing to me was the fact that 3-4 years ago, I had this draw to go back to Nigeria, not to go live, but to become a farmer, a commercial farmer. And that opened the Pandora's box to what has become my passion now, my post-retirement plan, to be a farmer in Nigeria. But I just didn't want to be a farmer. I wanted to be a farmer that did things differently. And that's exactly what we did. I wanted more. I thirsted for more. And that's exactly what I got. So every year we began to add things, a new vision, a new creation. First year, yes, we did the perennial crops. Second year, we now began to go into livestock farming. We did cows, sheep, goats. Second and a half year, it made sense that I just didn't want to have just animals, where you sell in the market. The fresh vision and the fresh goal at that time became to create a portal for artificial insemination. And the reason for that is because I've always wanted to create a different structure. I just didn't want to have the WAD, that's the West African dwarf, or the Sokoto bred. I wanted to have something that was quintessential Nigerian. So that's what I have tried to do in the second and third year. We had our first series of artificial insemination sometime in September, October of 2025. And just a few weeks ago, our first birth on the farm between a Kalahari red and our Sokoto red, came together. It gave it to just one, but I can't wait to see how that plays out. And that's going to be the goal going forward. We did the same, for our cows, where we got the Zebu cattle, and different strands, to inseminate the Sokoto Gudali that we had on the farm. That's the same thing that I also did with rabbits. I got our first set of rabbits, Hyla rabbits. That was at the beginning of June 2025. And I thought, okay, these are all local rabbits. We need more. And what I did was on the 25th of January 2026, we imported about 32 rabbits from South Africa. We had the South African pendulum, we had the Flemish giants. We also have a lot of lops. The large lops, the French lops. Then we also have the Netherlands dwarf. The bottom line here is we have got all these foreign species of the rabbits, and the goal is to crossbreed with the local breeds that we have here. Because again, don't forget, the vision is to create, and that's exactly what we are doing. We are going to do the same thing for guinea fowls and for quails and for the Brahma chickens. The bottom line here is that we need to do things differently. The last thing that I will say with regards to the vision that we have is the utilization of water in a way that it's never been done before. Again, in Nigeria, we always wait for the rains to come, but I don't want to wait anymore. I want us to explore the possibility of using water, especially during the dry season, to make sure that every crop that we get is watered in a way that is optimal and really gets the best for this particular land that we have. The bottom line at the end of the day is we're also bringing different species of crops from Canada and from the US. The bottom line at the end of the day is that we are trying to do things differently, and we want every single one of you watching this video to be a part of it, because we will continue to show this on every single social media platform. How our rabbits are doing, how our goats are doing. We will record the successes and the failures. It's a journey, it's an odyssey, and I definitely don't want to do this alone. I want you guys to join with me. It doesn't matter where you're from, whether you're Robo, whether you're Igbo, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're a farmer in your heart, I really want you to be a part of this journey. Just to end this, I want to say thank you to those who work for me, farm manager Abayomi, supervisor Idayat, the manager of other rabbits, Dami or Damilola, like we call him. I also want to thank, the great people of Oshu State. I mean, they have just been phenomenal. We have some of the best neighbors out there. We are thankful to the government, the state government, for giving us the opportunity to farm and to till that land. And just, my best friend, Engineer Shola Olayanju, who has been just superb in this work that we do. I just want to say thank you, to all these wonderful people. And I'm saying thank you too, because I know you're going to be part of this journey with me. I can't wait to show you what this farm actually does. Thank you, and just follow us, and God bless you all.